What's up, MTV Cribs? No, I'm just playing. What's up, everybody? It's Logan here at the Detail Donkey, and today is a video that I've been trying to do for a long time, and I'm happy to show you guys. This is our brand new shop. All right, so first impressions, when you walk into the lobby, you have our waiting area. Now, obviously, we got a flat screen TV so you can watch all your favorite Detail Donkey content. Moving over, we actually have a donation from one of our monthly members. This is a full racing simulator, so it's got the motion in it, which is awesome, and you can do iRacing, all that good stuff on there as well. Then we also have vintage arcade machines. We got Pac-Man, Galaga, all the good stuff there to help keep you entertained while you're waiting for your car to get to the tow. Moving on, we got the bathroom over here, nothing too special with that. And then we have front reception desk. And one thing I actually really like about this shop, before when people would come up to the front desk, we would never be able to hear them. We've tried doorbells, but with vacuums, you just can't hear it. This place actually included this little red light. And with that red light, it puts one on in the back as well to where we can see it. So if somebody comes up, they can click that red light and we're good to go, which is nice. Then we have our kitchenette area. This is where we do a lot of our morning breakfasts. This is a coffee bar. The guys can microwave their meals, basically prep up a meal to keep them hydrated and fed. Because detailing's hard on the body, man. Don't let anybody tell you different. And then obviously reception desk, you got the iMac, all the goodies with that as well. Okay, so now it's time for the piece de resistance. This is why we actually chose this shop, because it's 6,000 square feet of warehouse space. So come check this out. So, immediately when you walk in, first thing you notice, high ceilings, okay? We got room for days. Now, if you know anything about our last location, it was only 700 square feet, and we could only fit 2 cars at a time. So now being able to fit 10 is a massive upgrade. But coming over here, starting on the right here, this is our ceramic coating area. So this is kind of where we're putting vehicles. And we also have a treadmill, so the guys can work out. We got a couple guys that are bringing in weights and all that good stuff. That way, if you're on your lunch break or if we're sitting here, we don't have anything to do, which is very rare, but you got a treadmill to run, and we'll get some weights in here so they can lift weight. Obviously, Detail Donkey logo, we were able to salvage that from the last shop. And then this is a locker, so every crew member gets their own personal space, just stuff where they can put it. This is our messy closet. So this is like the one place that I kind of allowed to be messy, just because, you know, you just, at the end of the day, you can throw all the steamers, throw all the vacuums, and it's also our chemical storage. So we buy everything in 5 gallons. So we have to have a place to put it. Pretty sick, you know? So it's also where we store the towels and Christmas decorations and all that good stuff. Okay, moving on, we got 2 cobalt racks. This is for those floor mats. Now, I was really disappointed because I bought this in 2023, and I went to the store in 2025 here, and all they have is this. So I couldn't find matching ones. I was like, ugh. But, you know, details make the difference, you know? So watch me get this epic catch right here. Oh, word. And then, as you know, here at the Detail Donkey, we are super patriotic, starting with that big old flag in the sky. Now, getting up there was not easy, but we actually had a little bit of a hack. So the electricians, when they were putting in the air conditioning, they left a scissor lift, and they're like, oh, if you need to move it, you know, you can move it out of the way or whatever. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move it up and down. So we were able to move the scissor lift over there and get that up. It was a huge process, but it's all zip tied up there now. And if you'll notice, right under the flag, every toolbox is color coded. So we have red, white, and blue, and each detailer now gets their own space. They get their own storage container, their own set of hex lights, their own trash can, and then they each get a Harbor Freight toolbox, which is pretty sweet. So they can keep all their goodies, they can keep their headphones, their AirPods, headlamps, anything they need to detail a car. Everybody's got their own stuff, which makes gear accountability too, which is nice. All right, now you've probably been wondering what this big bouncy house thing is behind me. Well, this is our wash pit, and it's $800 on Amazon, but you can buy an inflatable paint booth just like that. That's the beautiful business model of Jeff Bezos there. You can get anything, anywhere, anytime, and we chose that the paint booth was the way to go. So let's check this thing out. When we originally bought this thing, it had a big divider wall in the center. I guess it's for like, you know, kind of quarantine, so you can like filter out your clothes and everything before you get into the actual paint booth. But what we did, we cut that wall completely out to give us more space. And believe it or not, it's actually really big in here. So we can fit up to an F450 dually in here, which is actually pretty exciting. And then over here, if you guys knew from our last videos, we had one of those awesome fancy 2-in-1 washer dryer combos. we opted to get rid of it because it was just too new, and for the application we're doing, we got detailing towels, big heavy duty stuff. It was just not drying them, dude. So, you know, $3,000 for a machine and it can't dry. It's just not what it was made for. So we're gonna go old school, and I actually got these on Facebook Marketplace for 600 bucks for the pair. And if we're talking about spending money, if you look, there are outlets everywhere. We got like, I don't know, 8 on this side. Every box has one over on that side. So we just got outlets everywhere, and that was about $5 grand of an investment to get to where everybody has power. And when you're running big machines, you need them on their own circuits. And then over here, this is actually the sign that was on our last building. So I had to climb up there at like 2 in the morning and get up there with a ladder and unscrew that. I was literally pinned to the wall like this. I was so scared. I was, you know, trying to get this thing off, but we finally got it off. I need to hang it up probably somewhere on this wall, but it's a memento at this point. And then as you can see, you can fit 1, 2, 3, and then purple bay over there. That's 4 operational bays. But what you're seeing right here, this is kind of our done pile. Now don't judge these cars because we're detailing them tomorrow, but this is where we've been putting all the done vehicles. So no more putting them outside, no more having to wait till tomorrow to pick up. You can literally just like, you know, leave your vehicle here as long as you need now because we just have the space, which is cool. And then this is purple bay. So this is kind of what if you know anything about us, we have leadership roles here at the Detail Donkey, and everybody's on a rank structure. So this is where the general manager, or the knights as we like to call them, this is where they work. So they can see everybody in the bay. They can kind of keep an eye on what's going on, who's in the wash pit, et cetera, et cetera. So, and also, I'll flip it on, but there's that light I'm talking about. Pow! So if you ever see that light come on, or if you press that light, just give us a second. We'll eventually see it. We'll come get you. But our Jack Daniel's key barrel, this is where we've been putting all the keys. It's also the first aid. So if anybody gets a boo-boo, that's where we run to. We run to the barrel. But come check out the back. This is the best part. Now, if you know me, I'm a man of nature. I like to relax in the woods and everything. And what we got back here is about 4 feet of woods, and we got a little tiny creek back here, which is cool. Now, it's probably not a natural creek. It's probably like Murfreesboro chemicals that everybody's been, you know, disposing of or whatever. But we got a nice little community of stray cats back here as well. So there's like 5 of them, and they all run around. It's fantastic. So, you know, they'd be promoting the business on the side. I don't even have to advertise anymore, which is nice. You know, our last shop, behind us was almost like a truck station where they were working on trucks. It was super loud all the time. It's just bliss out here, man. It's just super nice. We basically share this building with a bunch of other suites. We got a gym next door, electricians next door, and they're all super chill. So we've had no problems with them. If you ever pulled into our last shop, you know that Lee Company was kind of always whipping through that parking lot, and you probably almost got hit a couple times. So no more of that. This place is much more chill. I do not know how to work this thing. I've called the place to come light the thing to make it to where it'll turn on. But no matter how many switches that I flip, it just doesn't seem to go. That's the thermostat, but it's really hard to access unless you have that scissor lift, you know what I mean? But so even with the scissor lift, I couldn't figure that thing out, and the company's like, yeah, we can't climb ladders. So I was like, well, anyways. So gas heater, if it'll work, I don't even know. But yeah, that pretty much covers it for the shop. We're gonna be doing this all over the country. So we're gonna try to put one in Franklin, Nashville, Fort Lauderdale, you name it, we're coming to a city near you. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got, guys. Hope you have a great night, and I'll see y'all in the next video.